Right, so now it's time to connect our UI components, our widgets with the code. But first let's go inside activity main.xml. Let's go inside the code and let's give an ID to actually the radio group already has an ID. And as you can see, all the radio buttons are inside this radio group. So this is good to have in mind. So let's go back in main activity. I'm gonna type here private latent it radio group is gonna be a radio group and we're gonna create also a radio button private latent it var radio button of type radio button. All right, now here we're going to type radio group, not radio button, going to be equals to find view by ID, and going to refer the ID of the radio group, r.id.radio group. Now what we need to do next is to add an event listener, so to listen to the clicks on the radio buttons which are inside the radio group. And to do that, we need to use attach the event listener on the radio group, because even when you click on a button, is also that button is going to be inside the radio group. So we type here radio group .set, but now we're not using set on click listener, but set on check listener. So use set on check listener, not set on click listener. This is how you listen to clicks on the radio group and on the radio buttons. And we choose this one. We let the name group and I. This should be ID. All right, and we press enter. Now what we need to do next is to connect the radio. So we type here radio button equals find view by ID. But now I'm not gonna pass a specific ID here, so I'm not gonna pass r.id.yes button, because this will always have the ID of the yes button. What we need to do, because now we are inside the set on check listener, we need to type here find view by ID, and when you're gonna click on a button, this listener is gonna be called and is gonna dynamically send you the ID here, the ID of the button which was clicked. So when we put here find view by ID, we're gonna put that ID which is for the button which was clicked. So I'm gonna put ID. So now it's okay. Now, as I said, this will change when you click on the yes button. It will pass here the ID of the yes button. When you click on the no button, it will pass the ID of the no button. When you click on the maybe button, it will pass the ID of the maybe button. And we need to individually respond to clicks on the buttons. And to do that, we type here when, so the when statement expression, and we put here radio button dot ID, and we put curly braces, and now we type here r.id.s button. Gonna put and curly braces. Gonna put also now r.id.no button. So if the button click is the no button, gonna do something. And if the button click is the maybe button, we'll put here r.id.maybe button. Gonna put this arrow, curly braces, and the code that is gonna be here. So now what we are doing here is we're saying, hey, if the radio button which was clicked is the yes button, then do something. If the radio button that was clicked is the no button, then do something. And now I will introduce something called a toast, because I want to show a message when we click the buttons to see how the code works. And the toast is a class with which you can display text on your app. And to display text on your app, you just type here toast. So I have a suggestion, toast. We put dot, and here you type make text. And as you can see, we have a few parameters here: context, resource ID, and we have this one. We're going to use this one: context, text, and now you may be wondering, what is this context? The context refers to where you are currently with the code. So where you are currently displaying where you are currently displaying the text. And currently you want to display the text inside the main activity, because as you'll see, you can have many activities, and this is a way of saying to the toast, hey, display the text here by choosing this context. We say display the text in the main activity, and to do that we type here this, so this context at main activity. We have a suggestion. Then we put a comma, and then we put the text that we want to have displayed. So I'm gonna say yes button, let's type button clicked. So this is what the context is. And also need to show this text, and to show the text, to put here dot show. Actually, I forgot. Also need to provide the length here. So how much time is gonna stay on the screen this text, for a short time or a long time. I'm gonna choose a short time, short, and now we put dot to show the text on the app. So I'm gonna put show. Now I'm gonna copy this line of code. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it here also, and I'm gonna just change the text here to no, and here to maybe. So now when you're gonna click on a button, this code is gonna be called. If you click on the yes button, the code inside this is gonna be called. This toast is gonna display a text inside the main activity, so inside the screen that we have. And so let's run our app to see how it works. Click on terminate. Alright, so now if I click on the yes button, we get yes button click. So we get our message shown by the class toast that make text. If I click on the no button, we get no button click. If I click on the maybe button, we get maybe button click. So this is beautiful, and I'm gonna end the video now and see you in the next video.